What is up, everyone? Welcome to the North Shore 9 Postgame Show. I'm Neil here with Doug. And Doug, the Pirates won a game.
It absolutely made it a little interesting there at the end. Got a little scary, not too scary, but yeah, it's a win. And at this point, we need wins. I've still got I still have a bet on the over, so I need some wins.
Yeah. No, second win in July. 9 days in. Not what you want to see. But finally, we went 4-2. I guess the strategy this time around was just have bullpen days.
Yeah, remarkable. Given that our bullpen has been stretched thin, hasn't been able to hold on to leads, somehow holds this team to 2 runs and gets the job done. We're going to kill David Bednar.
Yeah.
We seem to go from pitching him perfectly and protecting him to, he didn't have to pitch the month of May. I think he didn't have a save opportunity.
Yeah, something crazy.
And so now we're going to make up for it. We're going to pitch him 2 innings. We're going to pitch him 3 times in a row. So a little concerned, but again, we got to win.
Yeah. And that's generally what happens when he's the only real reliable arm in the bullpen. Right. But, let's be positive today. The bullpen day, the Diamondbacks win their bullpen day. We win our bullpen day. We take that.
Right. Hey, and, you want to go out on a win. Armageddon is going to occur at about 6:05 tonight, or 7:05 Eastern time, 6:05. The end of the universe if we don't take an LSU player. So at least we left on a high note. Right?
Yeah, we won our final game as a Pirates team. All right, so I guess we can start with the offense. It wasn't anything too special today. It's just, I think the biggest thing is Ji-Man Choi and his home run. It is just so nice to have established Major League Baseball players.
I know. You're so right. During this road trip, as I watch in the little right-hand corner as the other players' stats come up as they come to bat, they've got all these guys with 19 home runs and 10 home runs and hitting 270. Not all-stars, just guys that, hit 260 with 12 home runs, that sort of thing. And then our guys come up with, not very comparable stats. And it's just like, okay, Ji-Man Choi, he can play baseball. He can hit a baseball. He's not overwhelmed by the moment it's refreshing to see.
What this team could do if there was just so many Lourdes Gurriel Juniors on this team.
Right.
It doesn't have to be anything fancy.
No,
it's just a good. And so guys like Ji-Man Choi, he's going to be gone in a couple of weeks. I'm fully convinced of it. But no, very happy for him. Came back from injury. Still kind of useless against left-handed hitters, but that's okay.
Yeah, we've got a lineup of guys that are useless against one or the other. So.
Yeah. Right. Let's see. Davis walked twice today. No hits.
Well, he's been here long enough for Andy Haynes to get his hands on him.
Yeah.
And I'm a little concerned that might be what's occurring now. Of course, the kid has looked really good to start, and they're going to make some adjustments. And as Clint Hurdle famously said, you got to punch back. So,
to be fair, he did have an insane catch takeaway, what should have been a double in the first inning.
And as far as his hitting, he crushed one in that first at bat. Yeah, exactly. Third baseman went up high, and took it. So, it's not like he's just flailing away up there. So.
And everyone's like, "Yo, that's how today's going to go."
Yeah. Here we go again. Exit velocity. We've got exit velocity. We just don't have the results that exit velocity often brings.
No, we often hit a lot of them on the ground right at people.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anyone else really stand out for you in offense today?
sort of seems like all the other teams can still shift against us.
Yeah.
They're always in the right place.
Yes, always, every single time. And
Right.
whenever we shift, Corbin Carroll hits a double into the shortstop where no one is.
Yeah. Triolo comes through. It was nice. It was very nice to have an insurance run there.
Mhm.
Sawinski gets a sacrifice fly. He's maddening and frustrating, and I don't understand him, but he does have some results. I mean,
Oh man, like so situational hitting Jack Sawinski is my World Series. um, yeah, no, that was a good game, but
he
okay
knocked
game.
in a run in a game that we weren't leading by 7, and
Exactly.
actually he's done that this road trip. He's
Mhm.
contributed meaningful hits and home runs and production. So
Yeah,
it's good to see.
that shift would be huge, like a consistent shift where he's not hitting in just blowouts or like just when we're winning by 5 runs, like that would be incredible.
Right.
Still has the best OPS in the team. Um,
By a
yeah,
decent
but
margin
besides
too.
that,
Right?
there's not a whole lot. I mean, Nick Gonzalez had a hit, wasn't a very good hit, but it was a hit.
But it was a hit, right?
led to
It put a person on base. It was,
it led to a run that led to Jack Sawinski's sac fly. So
Don't forget Hedges adding to his league leading sacrifices. So
in his league leading of throwing the ball into center field.
I know for a great defensive catcher. Well, we've learned he's not a great defensive catcher. It's just intangibles. It's it's pitch framing, it's calling a game, it's the things that don't show up in the box score. So
even when the pitchers do terribly, but we're not going to get into Austin Hedges. We
don't have that much time, right?
I know Austin Hedges sucks. Austin Hedges sucks.
Right.
Our entire crowd knows Austin Hedges sucks. We don't need to go down that road. But yeah, I think the next just big thing is that the bullpen had a day.
Right. Congratulations, Osvaldo Bido, getting his first major league win. Ironically, as a reliever and not as a starter when he pitched well enough to have a couple by now.
Yeah, no, I mean Carmen Linsky came in, struggled a bit, I'd say.
Yeah.
Wasn't his fault the run scored.
Yeah. And it wasn't what you wanted from an opener. You're hoping for 3 innings. He gets you 4 outs. But he did not give up a hit, right?
No.
To allow that run to score. So
when you're looking at that, like can this guy even be a starter?
Right.
He walks 2 guys. The control is not there, but no, he definitely has like bullpen potential.
Yeah, I think he's got bullpen upside. I agree.
Then we get Ryan Borucki, who comes in, gives up a home run, also strikes out 3. I want him nowhere near this team, but this is where we are.
He just, the eye test does not pass the eye.
No.
I'm like, I think I could hit this guy. I think I could hit him.
And you can't. No,
that's normally.
And that home run off of Alec Thomas keeps killing the Pirates. Alec Thomas was like negative power,
right?
Like speed, glove for center fielder has 2 game tying home runs off of us this series. That's just how the Pirates are.
That's our season, yeah.
And to the credit of the bullpen, like Bido and Perdomo both give up leadoff doubles. No one scores.
Yeah.
Just the way these games are going, you're like, well, here it goes.
This is where there was no way. Right. There was no way that we were gonna hold them down to 2 runs. It just didn't seem in character. So.
No, I mean, we'll take it, but this team is not that good. But I will like to highlight one guy because he has been money since he's come up. And with Bladinsky and Holderman and Bednar, you can kind of start seeing somewhere where you can build a bullpen around, and that is Yuri De Los Santos. An excellent 1.2 innings.
Yeah.
He
looked really good. Yeah, he looked really good. And I got to say, last year when he came up and people kept kind of singing his praises, I really wasn't seeing it. It seemed to me when Bednar first got hurt, he came in and he gave up a few leads, and I had some concern. And then he started out terrible this year at AAA, but yeah, he's looked good.
Yeah,
and that would be, man, does this team need because we can't, Holderman can't pitch every 8th inning, or we'll see more of what we saw yesterday, right? So
yeah,
it really would be nice to have this guy that you could count on, and kind of what we thought he might be last year, of this sort of lockdown lane inning reliever and getting the ball to Bednar. So yeah, it was nice to see. We needed that today. It's he could almost be player of the game if it weren't a G-Man Choi kind of day.
Yeah.
So,
No, that was a really big, like, just shut down 1.2 innings, especially like when you're trying to preserve a lead. You got Bednar going in the ninth. Holderman's kind of shaky. Yeri has been great. And I think I tweeted out something today where I was like, oh, well, if the Pirates want to win next year, they need like 4 to 5 bullpen arms. Maybe Yeri is one of those solutions.
Yeah.
And I hope to God that it is, because when you look at everyone else who pitched, like Boracchi can't be here. Perdomo's not that guy. Beto could be.
Yeah. Beto has a chance, but I still see him more of a 7th inning, 6th inning, a multi-inning type guy that comes in. I don't. I have not much interest in seeing him come in the 8th inning in a 1-run or 2-run game.
No, he does not have the stuff. Like,
Right.
He does not have the stuff to be a high leverage reliever, and that's okay. Right. He's a 27-year-old starter in AAA who just came up. So, and then Holderman recovers. Really could have used him to do that yesterday.
Yeah, I know. I was like, man, he can't please not 2 days. This would be such a piratey way to lose.
We're still the Pirates. We still find ways to lose games, but Holderman should be his stuff. He should be way better than he is.
Yeah,
there's no reason with the guy with that kind of stuff.
Right. The discussion with him should be, should we trade Bednar? Because Holderman could slide right into that role, right? And that's not the discussion right now. It's like, please no. I don't have the confidence with that stuff. Ooh.
Well, you have that discussion about trading Bednar. We're not going to do that today. You have that just because, relievers are so volatile.
Right.
Do you ship them off and hope that you can find the next guy? Now, if it was a normal team, I'd say, yeah, trade Bednar.
Right. If Neil Huntington was the general manager of this team,
with this front office,
trade Bednar, right? Because
but Sherrington does not make the Mark Melanson for Felipe Vasquez trade. It's not what he does. And,
No, he right. We would trade Bednar, and he would just bring Dwayne Underwood Jr. back. So
you would get another shortstop in Double-A who can't hit
former first round pick though.
Yeah, of course. It has to be former first round pick. Gotta juggle them like Pokemon cards. But I mean, Holderman did his job. I would like to see more strikeouts. I think from the bullpen as a whole. It was only we only struck out 6 players today. And when you're having guys, I mean, they limited the hard contact. Like, don't get me wrong, they did their job. You would like to see some more strikeouts.
But you're a little spoiled by watching the Pirates offensively, who strike out 14 times a game. I think that's an unreasonable expectation. However, you're right. We should have. You want a guy to come in a situation if people are in second, third, you need strikeouts. Right, grounders don't necessarily get you out of it. Pop-ups. You need somebody that can come back, just rear back and throw it and make guys miss. And we don't have a lot of swing and miss in there now.
We do not. But one last thing, and then we'll get out of here so we can get to the draft show. David Bednar, he's so good.
Yeah, he really is. He really is. I mean, he looks like a grizzled old veteran, right? He's still a really young guy, but he's just in complete command of his pitches. What the situation, talking to the middle infielders, telling them who's going to cover on a comeback or it's great to watch him. It's great having him on the team. I guess he's not going to pitch in the All-Star game, but man,
probably not.
Hopefully not. I hope he doesn't. But good for him. Good for him. It's a well-earned honor. I'm excited for him.
No, I am too. I'm glad he got to go. I really like the whole writing the note to Clayton Kershaw and giving him some icy light.
Yeah.
I hope for Kershaw's sake he doesn't drink it because it's terrible.
It's awful, right? But it's mostly water. It'll keep you hydrated on a hot day.
Just piss water. But yeah, always happy to have on a contending team, David Bednar would be so good to have because you really just feel like every time he comes into the game in the ninth, it's game over.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly it. I mean, and that's why we sort of need him on such a bad team. We cannot afford to give away ninth inning leads. We don't win enough. We don't hit enough. We don't play well enough. This guy is, he is our.
I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to all the tweets on Twitter about how Shelton's ruining Bednar's arm now because he used him today or something. Like I can see it now.
Oh yeah, I almost fired one off, quite frankly. But it's like, come on, man.
But I feel bad for Derek Shelton.
With Shelton at the All-Star game, Bednar might go 2 innings there. So, but, no, it's tough, right?
You're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Even with a great bullpen, like you don't get every mistake, and it's you pitch the wrong guy, even though you pitch the guys in the roles that they're normally in. So, but he does not have a good bullpen. I mean, and it's he's got glue and twigs there to try to put something together with, and I don't fault him too much when your options are.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Ryan Barucki,
Nope, not at all. Well, before we go into the break, Pirates win 4-2. Tune in like right after this because the MLB draft is right now, and the boys are going to be doing the North Shore 9 draft show.
You just had the B team here, the big three. The big three are about to.
They're outsourcing the boring stuff to non-people so they can focus on the truth.
Yeah, exactly. But tune into the main event. We were the warm-up act, So,
but always happy to hop on with you, Doug.
Yeah, it's always fun. And we get to discuss a win, which is nice.
Yeah, we get to discuss a win. We get to enjoy the All-Star festivities. I'm really excited for the Home Run Derby. Not really excited for the All-Star game because it's boring.
It's boring.
But I don't care about the Derby. We get a well-earned break from the Pirates.
I need these 4 days. Mental health time, right? We can't lose. We're not going to lose at least until Fridays.
Thank God. Well, I hope you all have a good evening. Enjoy the draft. I'm hoping for Walker Jenkins just for maximum outrage.
Oh gosh. Oh man. It's going to be Max Clark. It's going to be Max Clark, and him and Tamar Johnson are the real window opening as far as Charrington's concerned.
Exactly.
Every move he's made has been for the 2030 Pittsburgh Pirates, from salary to to who he's acquired.
Well,
all right,
Charrington
don't want to step on the big guy's toes. Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Let's
go Bucks.
Enjoy the draft. Enjoy your the rest of your week, guys. We'll see you later in the week. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey, you all. Thank you for watching. I know we try to provide the most entertaining content that we can, and we'd love to spread it to as many people as possible. So I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but if you could take the 5 seconds to like this video and subscribe to the page, it helps out so much more than you know. Thank you, and let's go Bucks.
All right.